The New Deal. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Nameless, unreasoning, unjustified fear. Roosevelt summoned an emergency session of Congress. The period that followed is often called the first 100 days. It was during this time that the government implemented most of the major programs associated with the first New Deal. The first New Deal was an immediate success. In the midterm elections of 1934, the Democrats increased their majorities in both houses. Emergency Banking Relief Bill, fireside chats, American banks, once on the verge of ruin, were healthy again. Banking Act of 1933, which created the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Agricultural Adjustment Act, paid farmers to cut production. Farm Credit Act, provided loans. New Deal programs established government control over industry. National Industrial Recovery Act consolidated businesses and coordinated their activities. Public Works Administration created jobs building roads, sewers, public housing units, etc. Civilian Conservation Corps provided grants to the states to manage their own PWA-like projects. Tennessee Valley Authority provided energy to the Tennessee Valley region. Conservatives opposed the higher tax rates. They disliked the increase in government power over business. Deficit spending was also anathema to conservatives. Leftists complained that the AAA policy of paying farmers not to grow was immoral, felt that government policy toward business was too favorable. The left blamed corporate greed for the Depression. Socialists in the Communist Party of America were gaining popularity, called for the nationalization of business. 1935, the Supreme Court started to dismantle some of the programs, declared the NIRA illegal, invalidated the AAA. Roosevelt responded with a package of legislation called the Second New Deal, created the Works Progress Administration, broadened the powers of the NLRB, created the Social Security Administration. Roosevelt's troubled second term. Foreign policy leading up to World War II. After World War I, American foreign policy objectives aimed primarily at promoting and maintaining peace. Washington Conference gathered 8 of the world's great powers. The resulting treaty set limits on stockpiling armaments. 1928, 62 nations signed the Kellogg-Briand Pact. However, in Latin America, the U.S. tried in the 1920s to back away from the previous interventionist policy and replace it with the good neighbor policy. The United States continued to actively promote its interests in Latin America, often to the detriment of those who live there. U.S. mainly achieved its foreign policy objectives through economic coercion and support of pro-American leaders, some of whom were corrupt and brutal.